Hello Cancer, and welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 5th through to the 11th of August. Hope life is treating you well. Let's get on with your reading. Overall energies here, and then we have the karmic message on your relationship side. Influences from your from the universe. Sorry. Karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influences from the universe upon your karmic path. And that's sort of like coincidences and so forth. This is the influence from your past self. So it's what you can take from what you've lived already in order to help you to open up the doors for your future. And this week here is really, really interesting. There's a lot of internal lessons that seem to be learned by a lot of people this week here. I got to say, the Tower has been coming up for most people, so do not be worried about it if it comes up in your reading as well. It's actually really been, at the most, in fact, every single time, I think it's been an incredibly positive Tower moment for most people. So let's just go in and let's just see what's going on for you. Here we have the overall energies. There's something on your future, on your relationships, on your financial side, sorry, that is going to have a huge effect on your entire life. So within your relationship side as much as on your financial side. And your relationship side, or your emotional side, or your spiritual side of life, which is on this side here, it seems to be very solid, as if it's like it's supporting the success that you can have on your financial side. So apparently this week here, this is the week where you should be really pushing your job, your business, your projects, or anything that's attached to you in the material world. 7 of Wands, yes, being the leader of your own destiny is the 7 of Wands. And that is what is revealing to you. And it's coming from within you. This person here is taking that one wand on. So it's like taking on like the King of Wands or the Ace of Wands, really taking on a passionate direction that really speaks to you. And may not necessarily speak to everybody around you. See, I mean, you may have some critics that you have got to deal with, but you're going to deal with it by following your evident path. And this one person, this person who's got this wand here, that is you, is built upon the 6 of Wands. And it's a success that you have created within you, that comes from within you as you go forward. And it makes you incredibly passionate about the direction where you should be going. On your relationship side, well, your karmic message seems to be the most important thing here. That's definitely playing into your future. There seems to be something that the karmic message is what we've come here to learn and explore. And apparently there is a direction that you need to take in regards to relationships, emotions, or spiritual path that is directing you to move on, go forward in life, go towards a goal, go towards an ambition. Within that. And that's what the karmic message seems to be playing here. The universal energy is also playing towards that future, but it does tie in a little bit more about the lessons that are being learned. So it's almost as if like the universe is giving you that strength to follow on towards the ambitions of the future, the things that you want to be experiencing. But the coincidences are also providing you with a lot of answers this week of how to go about that. That's what it seems to be doing. And then on your past self, your past self is playing into your karmic path. It's almost as if like this is a path that you know has been within you for a long time. So it could be like where you've been thinking about one person for a long time, and it's like you've got to now push that door to see whether things are possible. That's the sort of thing. Or you've been in a relationship for a long time, and there's a great deal of respect and love that's grown within that relationship. Now you need to really push that relationship to another level, or meet that person It's like in your past, like if you haven't had much success in the way of relationships or spiritual advancement, it's your past of your failings, because the master has failed thousands and more times than the student has ever even tried. And this is what you've got to understand, that failing or having things go awry is not necessarily a bad thing. It helps you enormously, because in the future, you're not going to repeat the same things if you take on board the lesson. And that's what it seems to be playing into it. And the future here is really pulling me forward. And it's really fiery. There's a lot of passion in this future. It's something that really speaks to you in regards to another person or a situation or a spiritual path that you wish to go on. It's very, very passionate. And the lessons that are coming out this week is actually, funnily enough, playing into your past. I think here is this case of sorting the chaff and the wheat within yourself, and within the things that you know, that maybe you holding on to, that you need to let go of, and or that the world is in a different way, or you're in a different place now than what you were in the past. So it's going to need a different type of approach in the future. And this is where I think the lessons are helping you to understand that sort of thing. Yeah, this is your karmic path on your relationship side. You get the 8 of Cups, and it's playing right out into your future. This is ambitions and goals. This is all about, you know, exploring the curious side of life. You got the eclipse that is going on in the background. So what's happening is it's stripping away a little bit of almost a bit of attention from you, because I think the attention's mainly on your financial side. It's taking away the attention of your relationship side, taking a bit of pressure off it. And because that pressure's been taken off, it will allow you to explore the future ambitions that you have. And the universe is what the universe is bringing in its accordance to the lessons and the future that's it was playing into. There is a huge amount of abundance, but you've got to be laser focused. And I think this is where the lessons that are coming out of this week here for you is to get, it's like having an oil change in your car, changing all the filters. So then your car's really on fire, you're really burning, and it gives you that laser focus, a lot of power to go after your ambitions. And realizing that on this road, there's going to be victories consistently coming into your life. If you head towards it, if you choose to follow that curiosity, you're going to get rewards perpetually upon that pathway. From your past is this repetitive nightmare. As I said, I think you're in a different place now. And I think this is helping you to, you know, get back in the saddle and say, no, I'm going to be curious about love. I'm going to be curious about relationships. I'm not going to allow any past sort of failings or problems or shortcomings affect my future. And your future, 10 of Wands. Your future, because the karmic path is going on a lot further, I think if you want to unlock your future, this is where you've got to allow yourself to let go of a few things. And this is what I think the lessons are helping you to do that. It's a lot of lessons in regards of sort of trying to make, I think what it is where you're trying to make everybody feel good. And the problem with that is you can't, there's no way in which you can guarantee the good feelings of another person. And I think this is where you've got to start taking on board the idea that when you are in a good place, when you're feeling good about what you want and the ambitions you're going after, and you're doing it with pure love. And I think we've seen that over the past sort of like 2 or 3 weeks in your life. It's been absolutely brilliant. 3 or 4 weeks even. It's now sort of kind of going, do I want to go back to the old ways of being, or do I want to just continue on and open up that joy and happiness that love can bring you? That you need to be a little bit curious about it. In your future, you get the 3 of Wands. Now, the 3 of Wands is all about procrastination. Is that the lesson you should be learning from this week? I think there is a degree of certain patience about the pathway that you're going on, yes, because it's supporting this thing that's happening in your financial side, which we'll see in a minute. But at the same time, he's looking out on like a sun setting on a river, golden water in front of him, of them, you know, with real sort of opportunities, or it's a real sort of, it's the, you know, elixir of life that he's looking out upon. And on that water, there is actually 3 boats, and it's all about choosing the way to get to the goal that corresponds to you. And I think this is where you're sorting a lot of stuff out within your relationship side, letting go of a lot of things with that 10 of wands, letting go of a lot of pressure that you put on yourself according to the past, and the repetitive nightmares in regards to relationships, or, you know, repetitive difficult situations. I think you've got an opportunity to really choose a pathway, and that pathway is your pathway, and it only comes from you. And I think this is the big sort of understanding you're learning within the relationship side of this week. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. Karmic message is playing into the universal vibration, and the universal vibration is really beautiful. It looks like the karmic mission on your relationship side, and it's playing into, well, it's playing into your future. But there is a lot that's sort of like flowing as well into the lessons that are coming out of this week. So it's an opportunity that arrives through coincidences, maybe, or realizations about within you of how you go about doing your business, connecting with your clients or your suppliers. Same thing about your project, how you're putting it out there, how you're presenting yourself within the project, how the project's actually presenting, or what the goals are of the project. It's all about that, and understanding of that. That's going to help you to take some massive strides forward. On your past is playing into your karmic path. Very same sort of thing as what you got going on here. And that's playing into your future. So it's almost as like the past is bringing in this vortex, which is like, it's like a slingshot that's forcing you into the future, which is really beautiful. Your future self is really, that's playing along with the universal energy. It's giving you a real dovetail of several projects into one way of being. So it could be like that you've started up a bakery, and you're selling cakes and everything like that, which is fantastic. And then someone asks for a cup of coffee, and you kind of go, oh yeah, we should serve coffee. It's that sort of thing. You're gradually getting more and more things tied into it, which is bringing you even more and more success. But it is really, it's an opening door. Floodgates are opening for your future. And the lesson that needs to be learned is a massive, really big lesson in regards to the lesson. And it's like a milestone. It's sort of like, it's a thing that you're going to look back in the future and you're going to go and say, that's the moment my business, my project, or my career path took off, basically. Well, something is dead, done and dusted with. Something that you need to let go of, obviously, on your karmic path. And as you've got the past self playing into your karmic path here, it's obviously something from the past. It's almost as if like, the feeling I'm getting off it is like, it's an attitude that sort of said, I don't deserve to be, to have success. What are you talking about? Of course you do. If that's what you're open to, if that's what you want out of life, of course you can. And that's why I think you're learning a big thing about that. The King of Swords comes from the universe. The King of Swords is following the righteous path. Basically, the path of justice, the path of wisdom, of understanding, of the, taking the sword of justice and going, and the sword of justice comes from the idea of Solomon, who had the 2 mothers in front of him with 1 child. And they were saying, one was saying it was my child, the other one was saying it was their child. And the only way he saw fit in order to decide it, to resolve the problem, was to cut the child in half with his sword. And the moment he said that, one of the mothers cried. And at that point there, he said, right, give the child to that mother there. Obviously, that is the mother of the child. And this is the wisdom that you've got within your financial success of your future. You've got to understand that something has been dead, done and dusted with. And it comes from your past. You come from this justice, sword of justice. That's what I was talking about. Look at that. This is really good for you. This is really, really good. The moment you get that justice, I don't think you're being just to yourself. That's what that justice card is all about. It's now bringing back a bit of harmony, wisdom, and judgment within your life that makes things absolutely clear as a bell of what you should be doing in the way of a project going into the future. And in your future self, you get the Well card. It is bringing into a whole new dimension and way of being. And out the top, you get the Empress. This is massively strong. Look at those cards there that you've got that's running through your past, your future, the universal connections and your lessons that you're learning this week. There's a multitude of powerful understandings that is going on in your life that in the past would have stopped you from getting the success. And now you're opening up that understanding. This is where you can open up your success without shadow and without doubt. The Empress card is at the top there. Yeah, sorry, I just got it all mixed up with my cards there. That is your future self. This is the new environment that comes in, and it's a very much more sort of balance. It's very much in line with the Justice card, because the Well card has all the elements that go along with it: air, fire, water, and earth. And you can combine all those elements together through the Empress card. And this is like having the good thing about the Empress card, she's got that wheat at her feet, very similar to what's going on with the Three of Wands there. And she's got that wheat at her feet. So basically that's future success. She's built upon success. But she's also built upon success because she's emotionally in control of her emotions. And then she's connecting to everything, that waterfall, those trees, everything that is around her. And that is what the lesson is for you in this week here. To strive on and really open the doors to your own success for your future. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. If you follow this pathway within you that's rightful for you, and I think it's mainly on your financial side, but it's also how you approach your goals and ambitions on your relationship side. The moment you step into alignment with yourself and feel happy about who you are, you will not have to defend your path. You will just have to live it and go ahead and do it. And I think it does open up a whole new lease of life for you in the world. Nurturing that massive future within the Eight of Cups, nurturing that massive future, being curious about your future, you have to nurture it as you go along. The Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It's nurturing your future. There you've got two sevens on there, so it's a lot of revelation. You're revealing a lot about your engagement in life, your engagement in regards to your happiness, because you're sort of going under the radar. You're taking a little bit of pressure off your life, and yeah, it gives you this healing. It gives you, once you get this laser focus from the universe coming into your life, that's when you can get the laser focus on the real ambitions that I think have been with you for a long time. Could be from someone from the past or even someone from the future, but it's certainly the way in which you've done life in the past and how you're going to do it differently going forward into the future. In your past self, repetitive nightmares, you get the Devil card. The devil is in the detail. The devil is in the detail of understanding what sort of things you need to let go of, what sort of weight you've been carrying upon your shoulders more than anything else. And once you see that Capricorn card, once you see that, you're going to realize that actually there's been a lot of illusions in your life that no longer need to be there. With the Ten of Wands, you get the Page of Wands. Let go of a lot of stuff and start playing. Start playing with that wand there that I was talking about. Allowing your passions to overflow, what you've been living over the past month. And choose that rhythm that goes right for you. And that takes you to the ultimate goal of destination. When did I say about the King of Wands earlier on? Did I say about the King of Wands earlier on? You know, with the Three of Wands, choose the path that empowers you the most. Choose the pathway in regards to relationships, in regards to emotions, in regards to spiritual path that makes you feel empowered. And this is why I think you're doing it slightly under the radar, so you're not really making a lot of noise about it. And your financial side is giving you cover to put a bit of solid passion within your relationship side. Your karmic path on your financial side with the 10 of Swords, you get the 4 of Cups. There's obviously something that you need to distill and do a bit of sort of harmony in regards to how you've approached life, in regards to your business projects and job, or anything that's connected in the material world. Getting the essence of the past and streamlining it into, or concentrating it into one cup of going one direction. Wow. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords from the universe. And as I say, it's really a massive opportunity that is opening up for you here. I think you need to use a lot of your logic in regards to your financial world at the moment. This is really important for you. A lot of logic within your financial world and no emotions. Logic is all to do with the mental power, the sort of air energy. We cannot put emotions inside our brain. It doesn't work. Because to have emotions, you need to feel things. And we can't feel anything with our brain. So this is where, the universe is bringing something forward which is going to provide a lot of security within your life and an amazing opportunity, I think. 10 of Cups. This is the influence from the past. There's obviously with the Justice, you need to put your happiness first, I think. Happiness after difficulty. And it's your karmic path to let go of that thing that's been causing any difficulties in your pathway. So then you can streamline it into that one cup, that beautiful energy, that happiness of, having success. You are allowed success. And with the World cards, it's new paradigm, is a whole new passionate mission you're going on. Ties in very nicely with the 7 of Wands there as well. Dancing to a new tune of how you set life about. So basically, rather than sort of saying, I don't know if it's going to have success. No, I'm going to get success. I'm going to get it. One way or another, I'm going to get it. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to walk on people. That's not what I mean. I mean the determination within you will be way beyond any sort of shortcomings that you might have had in the past. And you will be able to let go of them very easily. And let go of those emotions. That's what the lesson is this week here. Obviously, you've got the King and Queen of Swords there. And at the top, you've got the Empress card. And as I said, she sat on a log there. Her seat she sat on looks like the shape of a heart. And that's where you get the 3 of Swords. It's allowing, there's some sort of logical progression that the universe is bringing into your life. And as it brings it into your life, it opens up a massive, massive opportunity for you in the going future. A really good opportunity that stimulates you in a very joyous sense and brings a lot of harmony back into your life, a lot more financial security, stability, consistency, which I think you will enjoy enormously. Woof. There you go, Cancer. Thanking you very much for being with us. Do appreciate all the support you can show through the YouTube system, sharing this video, liking it, subscribing, of course, and all of that malarkey. It helps us out. Absolutely beautiful. I hope you're enjoying the energy videos that we're putting out on this channel as well. There'll be a lot more of them coming in the near future. But in the meantime, I guess that's all for me left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.